ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a My Hero discussion. Yeah, I know when you see me and Jazz, y'all used to One Piece. Y'all getting One Piece content soon enough. But welcome to a My Hero discussion. We're going to be discussing both the anime and the manga. We'll do the anime first for anime onlys, but I suggest you leave after that anime conversation. But, Jazz, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's hot. It's so hot.
Yeah, it is. Louisiana people out there is bad.
Everybody stay hydrated. I know I'm drinking a soda. This is my first one. This is my first one in 2 weeks. But everybody stay hydrated. Drink water, please.
No, that's a fact. Look, DreamCon's gonna be super hot. And let me let you know. And the only reason why I say that is because me and Jazz was talking about it off air. Because the network, of course, will be back at DreamCon. We'll do our official announcement when DreamCon drops their panel stuff, and we'll tell you what we're talking about then. But y'all should know, y'all will be seeing me, Jazz, Chrissa, probably Christian as well at DreamCon. If not just me, Jazz, and Chrissa, but I'm pretty sure Christian will come with us. So, but yeah, no, it's gonna be fire. We're gonna probably do two panels. Probably do the anime talk panel and probably do a One Piece panel. That's why I didn't even tell Jazz this. We talking about this like literally live on air, but we're gonna talk about it off air. But probably do a One Piece panel. But today we're talking My Hero, which I gotta say, Jazz, as much as people have been hating on My Hero through the years, now it's getting its most flowers. Anime fans are giving it its flowers. Manga fans realize that this shit is gas. I'd say this is the best love from My Hero we've had since season 2.
Look, me personally, I like all the love My Hero's getting, but that should have been consistent. I know it kind of dips sometimes because you know what I'm saying, I love Horikoshi, but he be clowning. He be clowning sometimes.
Yeah, but no, that's a fact.
But yeah, I think that with what we're getting right now and how Deku is in the anime, I think that resonates with a lot more people because people were waiting for Deku to I guess turn up, but as you and I both know, that doesn't last for long. At least this version of Deku. But it's a good version of Deku.
But I mean, I'll say this though, even though the new even though Deku after this, it's not like this, he's not like he was before.
Oh no, not at all.
He's mature. He doesn't go back to the crybaby. He's not a full brood, but he is a person who understands the world is great. So I like the Deku post vigilante because he can't that's Bakugo. He's not gonna be a brooding character. He's just not. Yeah. But he's not happy-go-lucky anymore. I think he's neutral. He finds his balance between brooding and All Might.
I think that's also because they pushed the whole fate of the world on a 16-year-old kid. So he kind of had to.
And let's get into the anime is really making me realize damn, y'all really put a lot on this kid's plate. Because the manga, I guess when I read the manga, I'm just reading for lore and reading to all right, let's see what's next. Right. But the anime really showed the emotion of damn, All Might, damn, Vestiges. Y'all, none of y'all could beat All For One, but y'all expect this 16-year-old kid to beat All For One? Y'all are crazy.
Right. And I mean, it makes sense with what their plan was, because then you learn, because I'm pretty sure they said it in the anime, that, they couldn't pass this quirk on to another person that had a quirk.
Oh, and, yeah.
It was even hinted, and they even told us that, All Might was quirkless. So it's okay, it makes sense why he passed it on to Deku, because quirkless people are, basically becoming extinct.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
but it's you couldn't wait till he got older, hide the kid, train him. I get why you had to do what you did, but it's just damn, a 16-year-old. Danger Sense said, "Fuck this, I'm hiding out and being a hermit. Fuck All For One, I can't beat him, so I'm gonna just hide." A grown ass man said, "I'm hiding for the rest of my life."
But a 16-year-old kid was "Nah, I got that." He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself.
Hey, look, I like how the anime is doing the Vestiges, having the different colors and having them pop up next to whenever it having them be on Deku's shoulder and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very I think you and I were talking about it earlier. It kind of reminds me of the Avatar state and how he can talk to the different ones, but Aang has to be in a meditative state. Yeah. I like the fact that the Vestiges are basically in his ear, like they're on side of him,
And
like the
it's like
whole time.
they have kind of free will to a certain extent, like of they popping up when they want. Like the smoke nigga was like, "Didn't I tell you that was enough smoke, nigga? What are you doing?"
Yeah, and I kind of and I love all their voice actors. I feel like their voice actors like is perfect. I can't.
Yeah, I think they fit them very well.
Mhm.
Also, I'm glad that Bakugo being the second is like extremely dead. Like it was dead for us for a while, but for manga, for anime fans, it's dead for y'all too.
Yeah, I never really got that theory because I was like, wouldn't that mean that he would have to travel back in time?
Well, the thing was, Eri
Eri
was they thought Eri was gonna bring him back in time with her reverse.
I'm really, we they bring up Eri so many times. I'm so glad she's not used as a plot device.
Well, I mean, when we get to
honest,
we'll talk about it in the manga. That's not a spoiler because All For One did mention Eri, which was crazy. But we'll talk about that, and I'll ask you a question about that. But anime wise, I love how they did Lady Nagant. I love all the Nagant shit. Like they made her seem badass as hell.
We even got, I mean, my memory's leaving me a little bit, but I like that we got like a more elongated backstory for her. But I normally prefer backstories in like anime because the music, voice acting, and everything, like if it's on point, the backstory's awesome.
Facts.
But it's like, this is something that should like be, I think it's in most superhero like mediums, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody who is, fighting to keep the peace.
Yeah.
But then like at some point they're like, okay, all this stuff
bullshit. Yeah.
It isn't clicking. Like we seem more like the villains than the villains do. You know what I'm saying?
We're hiding. We are portraying a false sense of justice, and it's so crackly that it could shatter at any moment. And you see Shigaraki, you see Twice, you see all these people who weren't saved that Hero Society turned their back on, and even a hero who thought she was doing all the right things, killing people for the government for the sake of maintaining this peace, so much so that she's like, All For One would be better than this because at least you're free to do whatever you want under his rule.
And then at the end, when like she was about to turn, and then All For One
exploded her ass.
I was like, damn.
I forgot how bad of a motherfucker he is. All For One said, bitch, you starting to talk? Bye-bye. Like,
and you know what's so funny about it? Literally the day after this episode came out, my homie Evan texted me, and he watches My Hero from time to time. And he was like, the first thing he said, he was like, are women getting treated like this in My Hero gonna become a thing? And I just didn't say anything. I just didn't want to let him know about the next very powerful woman that comes in the story.
Stars and Stripes. But like, Aiden, Nagant get her shine again, baby. She does. She gonna get her shine. She gonna get her shine. Also, real quick, this is y'all. If you're an anime listener, I'm sorry. This is kind of a spoiler, kind of not. I'm gonna try to make it not, but I didn't realize how much Hirokoshi loves him some Oda, baby. Skywalk, and then like, huh? Like, we knew it with Gear, but we didn't know. I forgot about Skywalk.
Hey, look, just like Kubo got sons, Oda got sons too.
But like she even walked like Sanji, like she did the. Like, I was like, whoa!
It was like a proportion thing. It wasn't like she was actually like walking on air. It was like she was like proportionally.
She was doing this. She was doing the Sanji, bro.
Yeah,
she was doing the Geppo. Cool. I was like, go! But no, you're right. Kishimoto got hit. Like Tabata is a Kishimoto guy.
We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that in the Black Clover one, but
God, you're right.
We gonna talk about it in the Black Clover.
Gege is a Kubo guy. Horikoshi is an Oda guy. Like, that's a fact. You see it with those three. But yeah, anything else on the anime before we get to talk about the manga?
Not
I think
really.
Fajin was tight. I do like how they did
Fajin was cool.
Like the full 100%. Like, bro, Deku is like, this episode should show all these power scalers who are like, oh, Deku would lose to this. Deku would lose to. Please stop. Can we stop?
But
now?
It's also like I don't even like to power scale Deku, even against other people in the same My Hero verse, because it's like the nigga got 9 quirks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like that's basically like you getting jumped.
And he got Superman strength from All Might.
Which is like, it's crazy, man. But I think the anime this season has been doing a great job, which was like something I was scared about going in because season 5 wasn't, what I wanted initially.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought season 5 should have been
this level. No, for sure.
Right,
Bro,
right.
my thought was after Overhaul, like I thought Overhaul should have been the catalyst to amazing seasons after, even with Gentle in between. Overhaul was great. You got Gentle. And I'm like, all right, season 5, My Villain Academia. This better be stylized. They need to change everything. They need to make it and they didn't. They dropped the ball. They cared more about the movies. But I can say with this arc, they picked it back up to the quality of Overhaul in season 2. Because season 2, I think, was probably the best season with them doing the Deku versus Muscular and then All Might versus All for One. I still think that might be the best My Hero season we've gotten.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also the stuff with Stain too, which I'm very excited for him to come back into the story too. Facts. That's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, and I mean they already saw him, but they didn't know they saw him with the nose cut off. Oh, or did they? Did they say that was him in the anime? I don't remember.
Nah, they didn't. But I mean, they hinted at it, so it's
facts. So that's not a spoiler.
They be giving us crumbs, It is
facts. But yeah, no, Fajin was great. The Manchester kick, boy, like there's nobody in Class 1A even coming close to Deku. Like even Todoroki with his fire and ice, nigga, no. Like what?
I think that's like my only big problem with My Hero. Like, I mean, every shonen has that problem to where the main, like, it's like the main character and then like the next person.
But this one's pretty big. Yeah.
But it's like this gap is insane. Like this gap is absolutely ridiculous.
Like this might be one of the worst gaps we've seen in a while. Like this is Naruto Sasuke level of a gap.
Oh,
maybe even more.
Not even Naruto. Because at least Naruto and Sasuke, like they both had the Sage of Six Paths power. I'm talking Naruto and Sasuke to everybody else. Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Who would even be side tangent? Who would even be like the third strongest after Naruto and Sasuke?
Kakashi.
That's in their like age range though, not like grown up.
Gaara, Rock Lee, maybe.
Damn, Gaara probably would be third.
Yeah, it have to be him, the Kazakage.
And Gaara's
weaker. Like... Yeah, Gaara's weaker than what he was when he was younger, when he had Shikaku. Like, not a nigga don't have...
One day we're going to have to talk about the Kishimoto power creep. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
But the Horikoshi one, this is bad, bro. Like, there's no one that comes close, besides Shigaraki and All for One, that comes close to Deku.
Also, I'm questioning these kids, too, because it's like... the first time... Okay, obviously Bakugo has to question it more than everybody else.
Oh, Bakugo knows. Yeah, he
Bakugo knows now, but it's like everybody else, you ain't pieced together that this man is a little different than the rest of you.
And the fact that All Might keeps like showing interest in him, like they should have known something was up. Like, especially Todoroki. Like, nigga, you trained with him and Bakugo and Endeavor. Like, how didn't you know? You like Endeavor and Todoroki got to be the dumbest heroes ever. The fact that they did not know that Deku had something to do with All Might. But then again, we should know Endeavor's a dummy because he didn't know his own son. That was his son with dyed hair. Come on, man. Your mama would know if that was you with cuts on your face and dyed hair, bro.
But the crazy thing about it is like, okay, even if you give Endeavor the doubt, the benefit of the doubt and say like he didn't know that Toya's flames turn blue. How many other
niggas got fire
powers, bro? and you was popping out kids with fire power anyway.
Mm-hmm. No, so that's a fact. That's the first before we knew the Dabi situation back in season 2 when I saw Dabi throw that big ass blue flame on the camp that they were at. I was like, oh, he's related to them. There's no way he's not. Like, how like who else has firepower? Like,
it's like we already knew that, but I do apply Horikoshi for this. The way that he revealed it was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
the way that he revealed it like was amazing. Like everybody already knew, but the
way he did it made it powerful. Yeah, no.
Like I was like, oh.
Because see, the thing is, when certain shonens forecast something and then they give you the reveal, it's always usually like This was whack. We've been knowing this. Like, you didn't have to make this big a deal, but this one worked though, crazily enough. Like, I was shocked. Dobby's dance, great. But yeah, so Lady Nagant, Deku did his thing. Hawks, his bitch ass, couldn't catch nobody. And then why did Endeavor leave to go get Chisaki? Why did he not grab them, let them down, then go get Chisaki? Like, overall, not doing nothing for nobody.
I don't know.
That was just like, also, Hawks was like, bro, where you in? I can't fly.
Also, they were in the raid on Chisaki's like operation. They know he doesn't have both arms, so why was he? Well, I mean, I guess they thought. I think the thing was, I guess they thought All For One gave him a quirk, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So like they were probably trying to apprehend him for that, but it's like, oh man! And then that scene where Chisaki was like, "I want to go see the boss," and then Deku looked at him and he was like, "Maybe once you apologize to Eri,
yeah,
then I'll think about it." I was like.
He was like, "You do it, I'll honor Nagant's thing." I was like, "All right, Deku, I see you, baller."
I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like those out of you.
About time, Deku. About time you standing up, my brother. Stand. But all right, anime fans, that's what would you rank these episodes? What would you rank the most? I guess part 2 so far.
I'll be honest. It's a solid 8.
Yeah, I'm at 8.5. I'm at 8.5. It's good. And if they ended the right way, it's gonna be a 9. I'm so serious. Like, but I don't know where they're gonna end it at though. Are they gonna end it right before they introduce Stars and Stripes? Or Stars and Stripes gonna be the cliffhanger.
Yeah, like I think like it's gonna be like the World Powers talking. And then like
we see the planes taking off.
We're gonna see a silhouette. Like we don't see a silhouette, you know? Bet.
Well, anime listeners, bye-bye, because now we get into manga stuff. So 3, 2, 1, boy. Like, look, it's going down. Like, you finally got the niggas from the other high school. But yo, my thing is with that, if they are meant to be jailers, why are some of the strongest ones at this school to be jailers? That Win nigga should have been in class 1A. I'm sorry. Like,
it's like okay, so when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, so even if they did like designate like certain students to like help out and like protect the other people and like, you know, look after the prisoners, they should have divvied it up. They should have been like, okay, we need this much amount of firepower, we need this. They should have like, and not saying like I have a problem with it, but it's like, look, I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't coming from a place of slander. Most of the kids in class 1A is kind of just like, we are going up against world level threats.
Yeah,
we need some firepower. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I love Yao Momo, great character. Her power suits more of maintaining the jailers than the Win nigga. The Win nigga should be in class 1A. Like Jiro, I get Jiro is hearing, but she's support. She is support. She should be in class 1B, if anything. And the hardening steel nigga should be in 1A. Like, to me, 1A should be the best powers and the best people. Not necessarily, like, Mineta has no reason, them little balls, to be in class 1A over the Win nigga. Mineta's the worst version of it. Like, I'm sorry. That horny bastard has no reason to be in class 1A.
Yeah, he should be in class 1B. I'm not
like,
gonna lie.
Come on, fam. He would suit the jailers better because he could throw the balls at them, stick them to the wall.
That's like a restrictive power.
Yeah. Like, that nigga should be in the jail class.
Who knows why Horikoshi does the things that he does.
Like, I'm trying to think of some more niggas. Like, the Sugar Rush dude, he shouldn't be in there because once that sugar get out, his strength is gone. That's perfect for the jail.
It's such a bad drawback because this nigga gonna have diabetes by the time he's 25. It's such a bad drawback.
You think his body evolved to where he can't get that because he has to? I think his body evolved. I think that's he has to eat the sugar so like his body knows like he can't get diabetes or some shit like that.
I would hope so. Or they gonna have to, or in the time skip, we gonna see him with his foot cut off.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Also, Sero, tape nigga, restrictive. He should be in the jail thing more so than the Win nigga.
the wind, like, okay, so the thing about My Hero or just powers in general, it's like when you have an elemental version,
You're one of the
gonna be
strongest.
like,
Yeah.
you're like automatically like top 20.
Yes, and he's like
Like,
one of the few that could counter Todoroki and Dabi.
so that's
Maybe
true.
that's
He could have.
maybe that's why he's not in the class, because he easy Dabi counter right there.
That's true. That's true. But
Mm-hmm.
and also, shame on the business class. Shame on the business class
for not maintaining a positive narrative. Because y'all the reason why that everybody's looking at Heroes bad, because y'all not putting out videos. That's a damn shame. They're not doing content. They're not making the content.
You know what's crazy? Who's PR team? Whose PR team they need? They need
big news.
Oh God, they do.
They need big news, baby. Big news will tell lies. He don't give a fuck.
Big news will twist the truth for anything.
Big news says it's about entertainment. I don't give a fuck. We selling these papers. And if you don't know, we're talking about Big News Morgans from One Piece.
That big bird. But
yo, what a fucker. But yeah, what you was gonna say?
Oh, I don't even know.
Okay, but the next thing besides all of that, because that was the chapter before this, they're there to help against All for One. It's just looking rough, and then all of a sudden the boy Tokiyomi just explodes and shows why he is top 4 in that class.
Yeah,
Tokiyomi, or top 5, whatever you want to say.
I say he top 4.
Yeah,
Deku,
literally Todoroki, Bakugo, then him.
But it's only Bakugo over him because Bakugo is a direct counter to him.
Facts.
If that wasn't the case, he'd be top 3.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 2,000%. Same thing with Todoroki. If Todoroki was just ice, he would be over him. He would be number 2.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that fire and explosions can harm him, that's why Tokiyomi's there. And I'd say Kirishima's 5.
Yeah, it's just he has that drawback, that recoil. That's the only bad thing about it.
Wait, what you mean?
Oh, my bad. I keep thinking you talk. I'm sorry. I get Kirishima and Kaminari.
Oh yeah, no, Kaminari can't be top. Yeah, because like he can he even like create the electricity?
I think he's more of like a conductor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Somebody in the comments, let us know if we're wrong. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, because if he can create it, he should be higher. But maybe I feel like he can't create it because when he does, it overdoes his brain. Either way, if he's a conductor or a thing, yeah, y'all let us know in the comments. But Ida should be top 5. That should be top 5. But
Ida just got the speed of a car.
Yeah, which is whack.
You know, at max, he got the speed of a scat pack.
Which is whack, bro. Like I'm so shocked that's the case. But Tokiyomi staring down All for One, like, is he gonna lose? Like, are we about to see our guy die to All for One?
I hope not. He's such a cool character. I like him.
Like Light of Balder, he's straight up like he's one of the only people that's collided and knocked down All for One. They headbutted and that nigga pushed his ass down, bro. That's crazy. Also, but the good thing is Tokiyomi doesn't have to be there to do it. Like he can be behind him as like, right.
It's more like an avatar. His power reminds me of, you ever seen that? It's an old anime, Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon. That sounds familiar. I'm gonna Google it right now. I don't think so. I'm gonna say no right now.
It's something. It's something that like this chapter brought out from the depths of my mind.
Shit, yeah, okay, yeah, I know what this is. Tokiyomi's thing does look like the blue fucking dragon.
Yeah, like that's what it always reminded me of. So I like the fact that like it's still like a part of him, but it's like
it goes away. Yeah, it's like a shadow almost.
Yeah, it kind of acts like a pseudo remote stand from JoJo's.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
That's what I like about it. Also, another thing I really like about this chapter is that all for one saying all this like stuff, and he's just like, man, you can't stand up to me. You know, I was there when darkness was written. And then the kids are just like, we learned about this in history class, but we ain't learned about you. I love that. But it's like, you know, that's the type of humor. That's the type of humor I like, because these are still kids. So it's like they're going up against like this god of darkness or whatever he calls himself.
They're like, nigga, we don't give a damn about you.
Who are you?
that's like when young niggas be like, LL Cool J, that nigga ain't make no good music. Nigga, Trippie Redd, nigga. That's some young nigga shit, bro. Or like when niggas like Michael Jordan, nigga. What about LeBron, nigga? They're like, all for one. Who are you, nigga? What about that overhaul nigga that last week was destroying shit?
They said, where you been? You got knocked out in one punch.
Oh, also, I like how he looked with his like God of the Forest like bulbs on his like his wings or whatever.
Oh yeah, he look. I ain't gonna lie, he looks raw. Also, that whole entire attack that he did, like
that like the ball, like the lightning, like the energy beams he was shooting from them balls.
Who's gonna like look? My question is right. So Deku fighting Shiggy right now. If Deku don't have enough in the tank after, who is taking him down?
I have no idea. That's what that's what like, confuses me right now.
This is like a whole Dragon Ball Z move right here.
I'm guessing like, the entire class, like the entire like world is gonna fight him. But like I feel like they need somebody else, like somebody new to pop. Like, what are American heroes at, bro? Like
they need something. Look, just tell look, Japan, just tell America they threatening to take all for one, threatening to take all the oil. They're gonna send in troops heroes immediately. right.
No, that's a fact. Oh shit. But anything else you got on this chapter? Because like I really don't know who's gonna fight all for one. Because Endeavor's fighting Dobby. Like Hawks cannot beat all for one. I'm sorry, bro. Like it's good. As much as I love Tokiyomi and Hawks and like the Wind nigga, they're not getting it done alone.
At this point, like he's just like Endeavor's fighting a corpse. They fighting a god. I feel like this panel with Hawks right here, where he's like, it's not just one for all. It's like you've done your job paying it forward. So I think it might be like linking all the wills together.
That's what I'm saying. The whole class, like everybody involved, like all the heroes, Kamui Woods, Fat Gum, like it's gonna take everybody. But like, I still don't think they're strong enough to do it. Like, none of them niggas was All Might Deku strong. Like, Endeavor's the closest one with his flash fire, but like, they need destructive power, and I don't see where that's gonna come from. That's Genius? Yeah. What is that Gene nigga gonna do?
You need to put him in them. You need to put All for One in them skinny jeans. That's really All for One weakness. That's why they keep keeping Best Genius around. That
nigga need baggy pants. We giving you these tight skinny boy jeans, my boy. Oh shit. But yeah, we're gonna see. The interesting thing is what happens with All for One. I got a theory though. What if Shiggy, because I'm still on the idea of Deku saving Shiggy. What if Shiggy's the one to beat All for One? In the sense of he's not redeemed. He can't be redeemed. Shiggy's like, all right, I'm doing this. Deku, you saved me. I'm doing this to save y'all. I'm not trying to be redeemed. I'm unredeemable, but I'll give my life to destroy All for One. And that's his hero moment.
I can see that.
On some Star Wars shit.
Yeah, like, some Star Wars shit. Like
Darth Vader destroying the Emperor.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah. I hope it's more of the Star Wars route, because I feel like at this point, even if Shiggy wanted to be a hero, it's kind of like, bro, you're past the point of redeeming. You leveled a whole town.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's irredeemable. Like you're past the
point of redeeming.
He's like, y'all don't redeem me. I'm dying here, but in my death, I'm choosing to save y'all.
Right.
So that's Darth Vader still though, in a way, because Darth Vader did die after he threw him off.
I can see that happening.
I don't see anybody else who could beat him, honestly. Like,
because it's like Deku's gonna be worn out. He's not gonna
have he's not gonna have enough. And like Shigaraki's gonna. I think Nana's gonna somehow. Nana's gonna talk to Shigaraki too. I feel like his grandma gonna talk to him because.
Right, because he doesn't have All for One in him anymore.
Because look, shout out to Vocal Pineapple. My man Pineapple tweeted this picture of Shigaraki and said, look who's the only one pushing him forward. It was Nana. Like, everybody else is either pulling him back and his dad's pushing him back. Nana's the only hand that's pushing him forward. I think that means something.
That's crazy.
So
my hero is really a story about you should go to therapy.
Facts.
And
No,
maybe you wouldn't
facts.
create war criminals.
Facts. Bro, honestly, think about this. That one decision that Nana made to say, no, you know what? All for One's chasing me. I'm going to abandon my kid to protect him. That one decision caused all of this.
Or it's like at least leave your kid with somebody who like knows what's going down.
So they could, or at least tell your kid the truth.
Fake your death or something. Like, I don't know. Like,
or at least tell him the truth. Like, he didn't know anything. Like, he just thought she left him. Like, she should have told him something. If you're gonna do the leave route.
But it's also like, I understand, because it's like, you know, All for One could target her, like her family too.
Yeah,
so
for
like,
sure.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, no, I understand. You should have moved him to America and told him the truth. That's what she should have did. Because if Shiggy was in America, All for One not getting him. He not going over there. He knows Stars and Stripe over there. He ain't fucking with that. Stars, Stripe, and All Might. Oh no.
I need more world building on America too, because they say they got the criminal problem bad over
there.
Which,
it's worse. They said it's worse than Japan.
Worse. And I'm just like,
it's worse, and y'all got Star and Stripe there? Like, how?
I'm like, how is it worse? Shiggy just leveled a whole entire city last week.
So like, they must have.
What are they doing in America?
They must have murderers there, because these Japanese people not really like they're murdering, but they're not really I'm thinking they got Joker level murderers. Like,
see, if I was in Horikoshi ear, to make it even seem that much more immersive, to really show how bad the criminals are in America, I would just have Florida off the map. They just erased Florida off the map. That's how bad it was. like all the Florida people got quirks and they just went crazy, and like it's just gone.
Hey, that's fucking hilarious. Oh shit. That's all I got today on My Hero. We'll talk more as more chapters get released. Jazz, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Twitter at Real Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D. God.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow my guy, Jazz. Yeah, you had to, man. It's Cornell D guy. It just fits better that way. Y'all go follow him and check out all his stuff. You can follow me at LynBWT everywhere, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you get your stuff at. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, because we have more content coming. Black Clover, One Piece. You'll be getting those throughout the end of the week, towards the weekend. But until then, y'all have a good one, and peace.